What's up guys, it's Nicholas, and today I'm doing a video that, as you can see, is in much of need of being done. This next to me is Project Monochrome. This is the computer that I built my brother about 3 months ago, or I guess it was an upgrade technically, but still, Project Monochrome. He does know quite a bit about computers. Obviously he's not super into it. He is into more of like the coding, stuff like that. So the hardware stuff is more left to me. And he asked me, he said, hey, my computer's getting dusty. I don't want to ruin anything, which obviously it's very hard to ruin computer components just by dusting them, but I appreciate him asking instead of just going for it and ruining expensive hardware. So I said, yeah, I'll do it on one condition, if I can make a video about it and showing people how to clean their computers correctly. And he said, yeah, go for it. So like I said, Project Monochrome is definitely in need of a bath. You can, yeah. So I'm not going to completely gut this. I am going to take as much out as I can, obviously like the GPU, fans, stuff like that, dust out the power supply, but I'm not going to completely gut it because I'm kind of strapped for time tonight. But I am going to make it look brand new, clean it up, make it look nice. So, and I will go through with you guys, like I said, each component and how to correctly clean it. So let's get to it. Alright guys, and here we are. Excuse the audio if it's not great because I am using my shotgun mic up above. Second, ignore the messy table because, yeah, don't have an actual workbench out here in the new studio area yet. And I don't know if I have room for it. We will figure that out though, but not right now. So as you can see, Project Monochrome sitting on the table. Items that I'm going to be using for this are paper towels, some canned air, isopropyl alcohol. I do only have 70%. Usually I recommend the highest percent you can find. And some coffee filters because I am going to be taking the thermal paste off of the cooler, putting that back on. Reapplying that. I do have some Arctic Silver 5 sitting here for that. And then I couldn't find my good screwdriver, so we're going to be using this. Yeah. Alright. And as you guys can see, there's actually dust. And I don't know, I'll try to zoom in on that. There's actually dust on the glass. I feel bad because I know he does try to keep it as clean as he can. Clean, clean, clean. It's just a side effect of having pets, you guys. Or certain pets, I should say. Certain pets that shed. But this is the S340 Elite. It does have good filters. I mean, if you guys can see that, there is quite a bit of dust on this filter. That's the filter for the bottom. Actually, I'm just going to blow that out really quick. There we go. So that's all good. And then I'm going to get a rag ripped off just so I can give everything a quick wipe down. Like I said, I am on a time crunch for this, but still going to try to do a good job. So that's all good. Okay, next. Ooh, bumping the camera. Not trying to bump the camera. Next, take off. Oof, there's a lot of dust in there. So as you can see, the custom painted front panel. Want it to look pretty new. And obviously a lot of the stuff you see in here, this is actually overspray from the front panel. I wasn't super careful. It isn't where you can see it when the front panel's on, but still, I'm gonna try to be very careful with this. As you can see, like I said, the filters on this are very good, but yeah. I'll run that under the faucet, but as you can see, most of it's all gone. Yeah. So I'll run that under the faucet, get the last little bit of that off. Most of it's gone though. So next, I'm going to actually take out the GPU, get that out of our way. Get these custom cables. These are actually the cables I sleeved for him. I do really like these. I really want to redo the ones for, these turned out really nice. These turned out really, really nice. Actually, there's dust on these even. Let's see if I can warm up the can a little bit. Here, while we're waiting for the can to warm up, I'll take the GPU out. But like I said, my goal here today is to basically make this look like new so that in another 3 months, I can clean this out again, which I don't mind doing. I understand, like I said, it's one of the things where when you have animals, and my brother's room is kind of the room that the animals are always in, so. Make sure you pop the tag on the, if you guys have never taken out your GPU before, make sure you pop the tag down in here on your motherboard, on the slot, on the PCIe slot. There is and I'm trying to keep this little bracket out of the way. There's a little tab you have to push before it'll release your card. And that is the GTX, the EVGA GeForce 1070 Ti, for the win. Great card, really pretty card. I'm actually a really big fan of this design. It has performed awesome for him so far. So what I'm just doing, I just blew off some of the extra dust. Typically you're gonna wanna blow off the extra dust before you start wiping it because you're not gonna have to do as much work then. So that's already all coming clean. That is the back plate though. So, you know, if your card doesn't have a back plate, it might be a little more difficult to actually get that all wiped down, but your mileage may vary. Just take your time. Obviously, this is not a... Graphics cards aren't fragile by any means. And actually the fans don't look too bad. Typically, if I have some really bad fans, I will actually take some isopropyl alcohol and go down on a Q-tip and actually go down in between each of the fan blades. But it looks like for today, and hold your fans as you actually blow them out so that you're not spinning them, because that can burn out the actual fan connector, which means that that will just cause you more problems, of course. So I'd say this actually looks pretty good. Might do a little more work on it off camera, but this isn't actually that dirty. Like I said, he tries to take care of it the best he can. So, all right, so we're gonna set his graphics card aside now. We'll set that here. We'll put it in view of the camera so everyone can see the greatness. Okay, so, and this is just a Wi-Fi card. And actually, I can probably take this Wi-Fi card out of here because he doesn't even use the Wi-Fi on it. We put it in there because we were doing VR on this computer. And I just gave him the card and I was like, there you go. But just so it's a little bit cleaner looking, we're actually gonna just take that out. Just a Wi-Fi card. Next, actually let's wipe down the cables while we're at it. So as you can see, I'm just slowly getting stuff out of the way so that it isn't a not having to worry so much about going around stuff. That already looks 1,000 times better. And obviously, you're not gonna be able to get every little speck of dust, but all you're trying to do is just get as much as you can. And I'm trying not to blow the air directly into the case because you're basically just gonna throw the dust everywhere. Whereas right now, I can kind of... It's one of the things I don't like about the S340 Elite is that the inside of the case is actually a matte finish. So wherever dust hits, it sticks. So like where the GPU spits it out and it's able to like make contact, it just sticks there. And that is why I'm not a huge fan of it. But I am a huge fan of matte interiors. So yeah, it's kind of a trade-off. I'm just wiping all this down. So just use your rubbing alcohol and just any areas where you see dust, just can wipe it down. Like I said, no rush, you guys. Especially, I mean, I'm kind of in a rush, but if this is your case, just take your time. so next I'm gonna move those out of the way. I'm gonna take the front fans out. And again, guys, as you can see, I'm not letting it spin. I am holding it as I was blowing the compressed air on it. Like I said, it can cause damage to the fan. It can cause damage to the actual header. It can burn it out. So just be careful. All right, and there we go, guys. Like I said, it isn't so much of a trying to get these perfectly clean. It's more of keeping up on it while he lives in the house, because he is still living with my parents, obviously. Still going to college. Obviously, when he moves out, he'll be able to keep this a lot cleaner, and at that point, I probably will do a deep clean on this. But right now, it's just like every 6 months, just some maintenance, just some getting it clean, that kind of thing. Making sure that it doesn't build up to the point where you see on like the Reddit forums where it's like, oh, I couldn't figure out why my CPU was overheating. There was a dog inside it. That's what we're trying to avoid. That Noctua fan came like perfectly clean. That's awesome. Okay, so that came like really clean, actually. I don't know how you guys can see that, but that's don't get me wrong. A lot of people say don't spin it no matter what, but if it's not connected to anything, that heat sink is bad. We are taking this out anyways. Is that? Oh, it looked like that was popped off. I was like, oh, great. So we are just going to loosen this up. I am, of course, using this crappy screwdriver. I'm going to give the case one more blowout before I'm done, so, because I've gotten a little bit more dust back in here, but oh well. Like I said, it's not so much trying to get it 100% clean, it's just and there we go. And as you can see, there's quite a bit of dust caked in there. I'm just gonna set that to the side. And then try to actually take the little nozzle thing out of there, but oh well. And actually I'm running out of canned air. Here. Gotta warm it back up. The can is actually frosting over. Ah! This lasts a little bit longer, little buddy. Here. Okay, so a lot cleaner than it was. Like I said, not enough on there that it would have caused problems. Just enough on there that definitely want to get it cleaned off. Because once it starts to build up, guys, once dust starts to build up, it kind of just continuously gets worse and worse. Alright, so I'm using a coffee filter. For any of you that don't know, and the other reason that I'm using rubbing alcohol is in case I dump it everywhere. So you don't use water. This thermal paste is actually What kind of thermal paste did I use on this? I wasn't sure if I had used the Arctic Silver last time, but I'm pretty sure I didn't. I probably used like stock, no, because the stock stuff's usually pretty white colored or pretty light. So all you're trying to do is just clean this off the best you can. The cleaner of an area it is, the better. And as you can see, I mean, that's pretty good. Typically what I do is I scrub until it's clean. Then I'll take one more, douse it in rubbing alcohol, and then give it one last scrub just to make sure. And actually, see, I'm still getting some. You really want to go until you're not getting any more rubbing alcohol. Or any more rubbing alcohol. Until you're getting any more thermal compound. So now we're going to go ahead and clean this off. This is the 6600K. He's really happy with it. That's another reason why I'm not deep cleaning this, is because he is happy with this processor, but he is looking at actually upgrading to something like a 7700K in the near future, near-ish future. 7700K obviously, because I told him when I upgrade, which is going to probably be more likely to be before he decides he actually wants to upgrade, he could buy my 7700K for me. I'll take his 6600K for like a stream box or something, and then yeah, I'll upgrade to like enthusiast platform or something of that nature. So same thing with this, guys. Just make sure that this is all wiped down, and as you can see, this doesn't look very clean to me. Why doesn't that look very clean? Alright, there you go. That looks a lot better. Alright, cool. So, that's all good. I am going to do these other two fans. I'm going to try to save time, not take them out, but I'm going to try to blow them so they go outside the case. The other thing he's actually looking at getting is possibly buying my case off of me. My N2 Evolve TG, he's looking at buying that from me. So, now that we have all this torn down, while we're in here, the last thing I am going to do is, now that we're done removing all the dust, well, all the dust off the components, I actually am going to wipe this all down. Like I said, normally not a race, you guys. Typically just take your time, do whatever needs to be done. Better that your computer makes it back together in one piece in good condition, rather than rushing to get it done and possibly breaking something that you then have to replace. That's a little bit of dust right there. Okay. So before I forget, let me plug back in the HD audio, which this video is definitely not going to have. I just scratched myself on one of the... Why does that not want to go in there? There we go. Remember, guys, if anything ever doesn't want to go in, just force it. Why is that not... No, that's the right pin out. Okay. I was just like, hopefully I don't pull this off and there's just like a flattened pin where I was putting this in the wrong way. That'd be my luck. Wow, that case really got me. Okay. Still the ugly red RAM. we got it when it was a red system, but whatever. All right, let's put her back together. And there we go, guys. Like I said, it's not perfect. It was done in a hurry, but it looks 1,000 times better than it did. You guys can see my face. Hello! Wait, where am I? Hello! But yeah, so it was done in a hurry. I still gotta wash out that filter, but yeah. Like I said, 1,000 times better than what it was, because it was getting bad. It's getting real bad. I'll have to remember to wash out that filter before I give it back to him. Which side? That side. But yep, like I said, there's still some fingerprints and stuff. I can rewash the glass. But that's it, guys. That's Project Monochrome, washing it up. Showed you guys some tips about washing, or washing. Just go out and power wash it, spraying down your computer. So yeah, let's head back to the desk really quick. Gray card for... Alright guys, and that about wraps it up. If I look tired, it's because I am. It's like midnight. I've got other stuff I still need to do. Still gotta get all this put onto my system so that I can edit it tomorrow. Make sure everything is there. Make sure nothing went wrong. Because if I check tomorrow and I find something's missing, I'm not going to want to reshoot it. If I find it now, though, I still might have enough sanity to reshoot it before I give Trent back his system. So, sorry this was kind of a long video, guys. I'll try to cut it down as much as I can. Obviously, a lot of time-lapse type stuff I'm sure I can do, but there's only so much I can do. So, thanks for sticking with me, you guys. I hope you guys learned something. If you guys liked the video, leave it a like. If you guys disliked it, leave it a dislike. Let me know why down in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you like the content, because, hey, I really appreciate it. We are actually approaching 300 subs, so it really means a lot to me. Twitch, down in the description. We do a lot of gaming live streams over there. TNL stream group. It's Trent, and sometimes Lucas joins in. So make sure to join us over there. I'm like really out of it. I'm sorry, you guys. Like I said, it is late. Or late for me. I'm a morning person. And other than that, guys, just thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.